Yes, sir, man. Welcome back, man. No moral victories, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel. Hey, man, we're getting close to that million. We this close to that million. Let's do it, man. Subscribe for me, man. Today, part two of the NBA politics, man. Mid-major conference players versus Power Six conference players. Remember, the Power Six conferences are the ACC, Big Ten, Big 12, Pac-12, SEC, and the Big East, the Big Six, thrown in the Big East, Big Six, the Power Six schools. So let's get into it. Last video was the Eastern Conference. This video is the Western Conference teams, man. Let's start off with the Warriors. How many players from the mid-major conference do they have that are not one of these Power Six conferences? So, of course, we got Davidson. Of course, we got Mr. Curry at Davidson. Usman Garuba overseas. Michigan State, Indiana, Texas. Jonathan Kuminga went to the Ignite. UCLA, Arkansas, Wake Forest, Oregon State, Santa Clara. Got to throw Santa Clara in there. Boston College. Sarge and Santos are overseas players, I'm guessing. So they have two players, man. Shout out to the Warriors. Next, we have the Clippers. Remember, this is the Western Conference teams we're doing. Last video was the Eastern Conference teams. Eastern Conference had 43 had 43 mid-major players. Out of 225 players, they have 43 mid-major players on the Eastern Conference side. All right, we're the West Coast now. We're moving on to the Clippers. Kentucky, Missouri, Minnesota, Michigan, Fresno State, PG. You know PG in there. Fresno State, ASU, VCU. Shout out to Bones. San Diego State. Shout out to Kawhi. Okay. Shout out to Kawhi. Boom. Morehead State. Sheesh. Who is that? Xavier Moon, Morehead State. Dude. Okay. Daniel Tice overseas. Zubac is overseas. UCLA, Texas. Nice. Okay. Now let's move on to the Lakers. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do it. We on the Lakers now. The Lakers, let's see what they got going on. Florida, Michigan State, Kentucky, Florida, Gonzaga. Shout out to Gonzaga. Gotta throw them on there. Texas, Missouri, Indiana, LeBron from high school. LeBron James. Pepperdine. Shout out to Pepperdine over there. Baylor, Oklahoma, Duke. Ooh, they got a UC Santa Barbara and a UNLV. Okay. The West is looking like it's more mid-majors in there. Moving on to the Suns so far. To the Suns right now. Duke, Kansas, Ohio State, Florida, Oregon, Kentucky, Texas, Oregon State, St. Louis. Got to get St. Louis on there. St. Louis, Indiana, Louisiana, Louisville, Vanderbilt. Okay. Theo, Maladon overseas. Nurkic overseas. Oh, George Washington. I didn't know Utah went to George Washington. I thought he was straight overseas with it. Okay. On to the next squad. Shout out to the Suns. The Kings. Let's see what they did so far. North Carolina, Oregon. Oh, they got a Pepperdine too? They got a Pepperdine on there as well. Alabama, another St. Mary's. Nice. The Western looks like they got more mid-major players. Maryland, Xavier's in the Big East, so we're not gonna throw them on there. Nevada, shout out to JaVale McGee. Baylor, Kentucky, Iowa, Gonzaga. Gotta throw Gonzaga in there. Shout out to my boys. Furman? Shout out to the boy Jalen Slauson from Furman, man. You gotta let us see it. Marquette, and then Sasha is from overseas, I'm guessing. Okay. Nice so far. It looks like it's a lot more mid-major players in the West. So we just did the Kings. We're moving on to the Dallas Mavericks. Let's see. Texas, Duke, Texas A&M, Luka overseas, Dante overseas, Arizona, Michigan, Jaden Hardy is a G League Ignite player. Bowling Green with Sean Holmes. We put that on there. UNLV, we got to put that on there. South Carolina, Duke, Kansas, Stanford. Okay. Nice. Nice little mix up on the Mavs. Okay, let's move on to the next squad, y'all. The Houston Rockets. Oregon, North Carolina, LSU. Jalen Green, G League, Ignite, Georgetown, Houston. Got it though. H Town in there again. UCLA, St. Mary's. St. Mary's, they always got a couple, man. Bobon overseas. Indiana, Villanova overseas. Auburn, Ohio State. Amen Thompson went to the overtime elite, Wichita State. Shout out to Fred and the Buffalo. Oh, okay, Nate Williams. Who's Nate Williams? I like that. Nice. Okay, they got a couple players from everywhere. Just did Houston. Now we're moving on to Memphis, and you know we're gonna have Ja up in there, man. Doo-doo-doo. Those are lighters. Okay, Santi, Eric from Loyola, Maryland. Nice. TCU, Bismack overseas. Gotta throw Gonzaga in there again. Richmond, gotta throw Richmond in there. Michigan State, Duke. John Concar, I'm guessing overseas. Wake Forest, Murray State. Gotta throw Murray State in there. Colorado State, gotta throw Colorado State in there. Oklahoma State, Michigan State, Stanford, VCU. Shout out to Vince Williams, man. VCU. Dang, the West are they got? I think they got way more. I think they're gonna have way more than the East. We just did Memphis, so let's move on to Pelicans. Georgia Tech, Dyson Daniels from Australia, UConn, Duke, Bama, Ohio State. Xavier's in the Big East. Lehigh, you know they love CJ. Virginia, Wyoming. Shout out to Larry Nance Jr. Villanova's in the Big East. Chattanooga. Okay, Matt Ryan. He made that clutch three for the Lakers a while ago. Maybe 2 seasons ago, last season. Okay, NC State, Duke, Indiana. Nice. Okay. There's some players in this league, man. Spurs, let's see. Dominique Barlow, he went to the G League Ignite. He went to the overtime. Western Kentucky, you got to put them on there. Alabama, Ohio State. St. John's, that's Big East basketball. City, Sissoko went Ignite. Gonzaga, got to have Gonzaga. Providence is Big East basketball. Kansas City Seton Hall is Big East basketball. Creighton is Big East basketball. Cedi Osman, Jeremy Sohan, Basile. Notre Dame, that's Big East. Okay, nice. Shout out to them. Just did San Antonio. Moving on to the Nuggets. Let's move on to the Denver Nuggets. Kansas, Georgia, overseas, Villanova, Boston College. They don't got, do they have any? Oh, they got Siena. Jalen Pickett. Shout out to you, Jalen Pickett. So we're going to mark one for Siena right here. Oh, and the Gonzaga. Got to put Gonzaga in there. Julian Strother. Shout out to him. Okay, nice. Nice so far. Okay, they got a lot of players from these mid-major conferences. We just did the Nuggets. Let's move on to the Timberwolves. Virginia Tech, UCLA, yeah. Okay, Rudy Gobert overseas, Washington, USC. Shake Milton from SMU, we gotta put him on the list. Leonard Miller went to the Ignite route, Memphis, Duke. Oh, we gotta put Memphis on there. Gotta put Memphis on there. Dacian Nix went to the Ignite as well. LSU, Kentucky. Okay, nice. Let's move on to the next squad, y'all. So it's a lot, it seemed like, for the West, but we'll see how it all adds up. Oklahoma City Thunder. Boom, boom. Overseas, ASU, overseas, Kentucky. Gotta put Gonzaga in there. Shout out to Chet. Gonzaga, Florida State, Florida, overseas. Yeah. Oh, they got a Santa Clara. Oh, yeah, Jalen Williams, for sure. Santa Clara, lottery pick. Shout out to the boy. TCU, that's big basketball. Okay. Let's see what we got next, man. The Trail Blazers. We got Dayton. Shout out to Dayton. School Henderson, G League, Knight, LSU. Providence is Big East basketball. Iowa, LSU. Kentucky, Washington, Butler, Colorado. Okay, big time basketball. So they say. Next to last one, the Utah Jazz. Kansas, ASU, Wake Forest, Providence is Big East, Baylor, UCF. We go UCF on them. UCF, because I don't think they was Big 12 or anything yet, so we're gonna count UCF up in there. Gotta have Gonzaga. Gotta throw Gonzaga in there. Wisconsin, boom, 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 boom. Georgetown, that is Power Six Conference. So that is everybody so far. That's so we did both. Let me tally up the Western Conference right now for y'all. Let me tally up the Western Conference. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Wow. 43 again. So 43 in the West. 43 in the East last video and 43 in the West this video. So it's pretty consistent, I guess. So 43 plus 43 kids is 86. So 86 out of 450 players. Let's do the math on that. 86 out of 450 players. So let's do that real quick. Boom, boom, divided by 450. 19%, man. 19%. 19% of the entire NBA. Is mid-major out of the Power Six conference schools. I didn't even count the overseas players or anything or G League. We just did strictly college. So out of 450 players, 86 are from small time schools. So they always tell you could play anywhere, we'll find you. You have to do something really good. You have to do something great. You can't do anything good. You have to be great. Averaging 10 points at let's say a Belmont again is not the same as averaging 10 points at Oregon. Oregon ain't even that good, but I'll just say they Pac-12 though. They Pac-12 TV rights and everything. So 86 out of 450 players are in the NBA. When I say 10 points and 10 points there, I'm gonna Google something for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is Daniel Orton. He played at Kentucky 1 year when they had all those one and dones. Remember, it was 6 players or 5 players from the team to go first round. He was one of them, and I'm gonna show you his numbers right here. So where's PPG at, man? Let me go back. Let me go back to PPG. Let me go back. No disrespect to Daniel Orton, but I just want to show the kids that you can still that averaging 3 points at Kentucky is not the same as averaging 3 points at UC Santa Barbara. So he averaged 3.4 points, 3 rebounds, and 0.4 assists. And he still went first round, 29th pick in the NBA draft in 2009. In 2010, 2010. So these numbers are a reflection of being at a top school, holding your ground, and being a player. You can't just be a player when you go to Fresno State, or Belmont, Richmond, VCU, Wichita State. You have to put up big numbers to be on the radar of these NBA teams at these big schools like Kentucky, UCLA, North Carolina. You could put up small numbers like this and still be on NBA radars because you got to these schools for a reason. So when they say they can find you anywhere, it doesn't matter. We got you. Just play good basketball. Scouts will find you. That's not always true, as y'all can see. Only 19% of the NBA is from small mid-major colleges versus the Power Six conferences, man. So all basketball is not created equal, man. Don't let people tell you that go here, go there. Do what you got to do, man. And you should. Everyone is always pursuing the highest level of D1. So fight for what you got to fight for. If you're trying to get to the NBA, but it's recommended to play at a high level. Don't believe when they say they can find you, they find you. That kind of stuff. So let me know what y'all think right here about the politics in the NBA, man. What y'all think, man? Go to a school where you're gonna ball out, or go to a school with the politics, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe. We need 1 million. Come on, we this close. We are this. Look how close we are. We this close. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. No moral victories, man. Let's go.